Hey guys, how's it going? This is Josh back again with another review, and today I'm here to talk about the brand new Predator movie titled Prey. Prey was directed by Dan Trachtenberg and it stars Amber Midthunder. This is actually a prequel that's set in North America in 1719 in the Great Plains, so it's mainly focused on this Comanche tribe. Amber Midthunder stars as Naru, a hunter-gatherer that's underestimated by her peers and eventually has to protect her tribe from an alien hunter as well as dangerous creatures that are a part of the wilderness, as well as some fur traders considering the times. I'm not a huge fan of the Predator franchise. I thought the first one was okay, the second one same thing, and I didn't see any of the others except for Predators. So, excuse me if there isn't any or a distinct lack of enthusiasm on reviewing this, but please bear with me. We're going to get through the things that I liked, the things that I didn't like, and overall my final thoughts as well as my score. Starting with the things that I liked, I thought that setting this film in this time period was very creative. It puts the franchise in a different direction when it comes to just the position that the main characters are in. It's not just the fact that they're ignorant to the predator itself, it's also the fact that they haven't advanced enough as a society to have a myriad of weapons that would be extra useful against the predator. They have to use their wits and all the tools that they've built already in different ways in order to defeat the predator, that I thought was actually pretty cool. Somebody on Reddit said that they would actually like to see a Predator film based in feudal Japan, and I thought to myself, maybe that's the future of this franchise, setting it in, various time periods in which the Predator goes up against civilizations that use different kinds of weapons and have different forms of self-defense and martial arts and things of that nature. I think that would be actually a pretty interesting idea if written correctly. Another thing that I thought was really good was the kills in this movie. The Predator's kills and the Predator's tech in this movie, it's just brutal and cool. It's always been brutal and cool. There's no difference here. If you came for the Predator killing and maiming people in creative and disgusting ways, you're going to be satisfied. I also have to give credit to the main character's relationship with her brother as well as her companionship with the dog. I also thought those were just really done well, considering the scope of this movie could have been laser focused on death, action, and destruction. But let's get into the things that I didn't like. Overall, I felt that this film was cliche and predictable, and it is not helped by the actors and actresses' performances being incredibly wooden. There's not a single performance in this movie, not even from the Predator itself, that entertained me or kept me intrigued. A lot of it, I was just leaning on my left hand while watching it, really bored out of my mind, until the Predator shows up and fights things. Like the bear fight scene and the fur trader fight scene are all really entertaining, but not enough to leave me engaged for the rest of the film. Unfortunately, I don't really have much to say about this movie because this movie doesn't have much to offer. The film itself is very short, not in a bad or noticeable way, but it's long enough to where I wasn't upset at how generic it was. I must say that the Predator movies have never really been my cup of tea. The first one has the advantage of being something completely new. I'm just kind of disinterested. Gore and action aren't what make a horror movie to me. It's promoting legitimate fear, making me uncomfortable as a viewer, and this movie didn't really do that. I don't feel like I got enough bang for my buck when it comes to the acting department. And outside of the cliche and predictability of the plot, the performances are just like completely wooden. So for me, there was just nothing I could really extrapolate from this film. Personally, like I said, the Predator films have never been my cup of tea, but if you've enjoyed all of them, or at least if you enjoyed the first one, or Predators, or the second one, I would recommend at least giving this movie a chance. It might be your favorite Predator movie after watching it. Overall, I gotta give this movie a 5 out of 10. It's clear that they wanted to try something new. Meanwhile, it was also just kind of there to fulfill contractual obligations. I feel like if this movie came out in the movie theaters, the review wouldn't be as positive. People are saying this is the best Predator movie, it's the perfect Predator movie, etc., etc. I just feel like the overwhelming amount of positivity that this movie is getting is coming from the fact that this was something that you could stream or rent as opposed to paying for it in the theater. Overall, I give this movie around like a 5 out of 10. Wasn't too crazy about it, but I do appreciate the creativity behind the setting, the time period. I just wish there was more on the human side of things. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Tap the bell notifications once you do so you can get updated anytime that I upload a video so you can be the first person to watch it. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.